morning, Kate and Grant. It's Kerry here from Pacific Tire Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today is a high definition virtual tour of our 2018 Kia Sorento. So basically I just want to go down to the vehicle, give you a look at what vehicle you're actually looking at trying to purchase with us today. I know it's a little bit warm here actually in far north Queensland at the moment. We actually are feeling the heat. So basically, just letting you know, this vehicle here that you're inquiring with us today is a one owner, full books, full service history. So what I would like to do is just make sure I can go through the vehicle, point out if there's any bad perfections in the paint or any scratches, dents or paint chips. Also go through the windscreen, interior and exterior of the vehicle. So before I do that, I just want to let you know more about us as well too. So basically, Pacific Tire has been here for the 50 years or plus more. Basically, we have two pre-owned dealerships here. One on 77 Mulgrave Road here, and that's actually in the city of Cairns. So as you can see, that's the heart of Cairns itself. That's about 1.5 kilometers away from us. And we also do have the other vehicle, pre-owned vehicle, out at 235 Mulgrave Road, and that's about 2 kilometers on the left of south of us. And then actually next to that is our franchise dealership. So actually Toyota and Lexus as well, service and parts department. Also, we own opposite Lock Four Drive Centre and also Hino as well too. So that's actually Pacific Hino that does all the trucks. Actually, we do all our reconditioning through Coral Motors, and that's where we do all our pre-owned vehicles. As you can see in the background there is actually our 2-floor showroom. Sorry about that. So what I would like to do now is just go through all the vehicles. We actually haul up to about 180 to 200 cars at all times. So every month in and month out. So let's get straight into this video right now. So basically, let's get straight down to the front bar. I just want to go and show you the front bar itself. It actually is fitted out with front sensors and fog lights as well too. As you can see that there on the video. Fantastic, that's the front of the vehicle. There is a couple of little fine brush touches that I need to do to the vehicle. There's one right there. And also that I see right here as well too, and there's another one right here. Fantastic, we can get those fixed on delivery as well too. Okay, up onto the bonnet, just make sure there's no bad perfections in the paint as well. You can see the sun is actually reflecting in that paint, so it's pretty good gloss. Up onto the windscreen. And then basically I'm going to go back a little bit and just go down to the left side of the vehicle and just check out the paint. You can see how there's no bad perfections in the paint as well. Just make my way down to the rear of the vehicle right now, Kate and Grant. Fantastic, that looks pretty good. I've actually got the boot open, but I'll close it right now. Okay, so before I get into the rear bar, I just want to go up onto the roof, just to make sure there's no paint perfections in the top on the spoiler and basically on the roof itself. You can see that it's got the roof rails on there as well too, so you can actually fit a set of roof racks across the top of it if you wanted to. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the passenger side of the door right now, just giving you a look at the trim, how clean and tidy that is. Down onto the kick panel, and then basically back up onto the dash, and just across the dash over on the driver's side as well too, and then basically across onto the passenger. It's got the logbooks in up there, but I'll go through that with you. Okay, so we were talking about room wise is the biggest thing. So this is the rear passenger door. Just going to give you a look at the trim down onto the kick panel, and basically I've got the seat folded down, but I want to fold it back up and give you a look. Okay, so just looking at the size in it, it's got plenty of room in there, as you can see on your footwell. Actually on the back of the seat, and then I'm just going to release the back seat now, so just to give you a look how much room in the back there as well too. So as you can see the footwell there, you can move the seats back and forwards in this metal row, and then the back seats are actually fitted to the rear part. So as you can see there, fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to go onto the rear bar right now, just to give you a look at the rear bar, just to make sure there's no bad perfections on the paint as well. As you can see, it's got rear sensors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic, it looks really good. Awesome. On the back of the rear tailgate, you've got the reverse camera. Just lifting that up, and just want to give you a look at if there's any bad luggage damage as well too, that you do end up getting some on most of the vehicles. But this one here has been looked after really well. You can see that the rear aircon system there as well too, so it's got rear aircon as well. You can see the space that you've got one of the seats folded down, and then basically one of the seats folded up. So just by looking at the well of the, you still got plenty of room there if you have to have some kids sitting in the back there as well too, Kate and Grant. All right, so I'm going to look down the right side of the vehicle now, just giving you a look at the paint, just to make sure there's no bad perfections on the right side of that. It means actually on the driver's side. Fantastic, looks pretty good. You can see the gloss and the shadows and that in the paint itself. His head looks really good as well. Okay, looking down the front of the vehicle now to the rear of the vehicle. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the passenger side now, just to give you a look inside the interior on the driver's side. You can see that the trim's been looked after really well. Down onto the kick panel on the back of the seats, and I've actually got that back seat folded down on one side, so there are 46 split seat in the middle row. Fantastic, it looks pretty good. Okay, just open up the driver's side door right now. Just going to go through that with you right now. So as you can see that the trim there, before I get into the vehicle, I just want to let you know that it has got 2 keys, so the main key and a spare key. All right, just looking down on the kick panel, up onto the dash, and I'm just going to make my way inside the vehicle now. I'm just going to turn the vehicle to accessories and give you a look there. It's got 76,013 on the clock. All right, fantastic. So just before I go away from the steering wheel, I just want to let you know that the features on it and make sure there's no bad perfections. So let's go around the steering wheel. Fantastic, looks good. You've got your voice recognition, you've got your Bluetooth, and you've got your volume controls on one side of the steering wheel, and then actually on the other side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control. You've got your lane, you've got your adaptable cruise control as well. So that little button there is adaptable, so you can change it from 10 to 20 or 30 meters per second in front of you. Also, you've got on the other side of the dash, you've got your lane departure, your traction control, and then basically turn up all your lighting in your clusters and your dash as well too. Your fuel release there as well. Just having a look up onto the dash now, basically onto the audio sound system. As you can see, you got your split screen, so you can split your screen on that side as well. And also you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Play, I believe so too, so you can plug that in there as well. Just looking down onto the air conditioning, you've got the air conditioning dual for your front, and then basically your rear aircon as well too. So just having a look underneath that, you've got an extra little department there that you can storage stuff. You can see that. And then you've got your USB AUX plug and 12-volt dual system. All right, just looking down further that, you've got your handbrake on one side as well too. Parker sensors on the left side, and on the right side your drive mode. So you can change it from Eco, Sport or normal mode. You've got your cup holders there as well. It is pretty hot here in Far North Queensland, so I'm trying not to stick out too far of it. I'm just going to look at the logbooks. You can see that it has its first service at 11,000 Ks, and then after that on your 11,000, and it's done 16,000, and then you got your 29,000, and then it's done 48,000 K, and then after that it's got 60,000 Ks after that. So on the other side, you've got there as well at 75,000 Ks, so you can see that it's been done at 74,310. And then as you can see that off our sticker, Acca's, like I said to you, mentioned before, Pacific Hino, your next due service is not at 90,000. All right, okay, while we're at it, I'll actually lift up the bonnet and just give you a look underneath it. Before I do that, you can see that all your windows are automatically electric down. You've got your central lock button, your lock button for your windows, and your automatically mirrors that fold in and out. So I'll give you a bit of an example on that. Fantastic. Okay, so just going to go through the engine bay right now. Just lift up the bonnet. Fantastic. Looks pretty clean and tidy in there. It is an engine, but I definitely have to show you anyway. As you can see, fantastic. All right, Kate and Grant, that has actually come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call, send me a text, or send me an email. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.